You're not going to believe what Lee Min-ho just confessed, and this time, it's not a rumor. With a single heartfelt sentence, he sent shockwaves across the entertainment industry and stirred millions of fans worldwide. Yes, my dream is to become a father, he declared with unwavering sincerity, confirming the news that many had long suspected. Before we dive into what this really means for his life, his future, and the mysterious woman involved, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on the stories that leave the world gasping. For years, Lee Min-ho has captivated the hearts of millions with his talent, charisma, and undeniably charming smile. From Boys Over Flowers to The King, Eternal Monarch, fans have followed his career with unwavering loyalty. But despite his global fame and ever-growing popularity, one question has always hovered in the background: what does Lee Min-ho truly want beyond the spotlight? Well, the answer is finally here. In an unexpected yet deeply personal moment during a recent interview, Lee Min-ho opened up like never before. Sitting across from a respected journalist, he looked calm, reflective, and completely at peace. When asked about what he envisioned for the next phase of his life, he smiled softly and said, "Yes. My dream is to become a father." The interviewer was stunned. Fans were stunned. And within minutes, the internet exploded. Social media platforms were flooded with posts, hashtags, and emotional responses from fans around the globe. For many, it was the first time they'd seen such raw honesty from the actor. For others, it was the confirmation they had always hoped for. But what led up to this emotional revelation? Let's go back a few months. Whispers began to circulate in early spring, when Lee Min-ho was spotted more frequently in quieter, family-friendly areas of Seoul. Photos began popping up showing him at parks, cafes known for being baby-friendly, and even at a baby boutique in Gangnam. Of course, fans initially dismissed it as coincidence. Perhaps he was shopping for a friend or visiting a relative. Then came the now viral clip of him holding a baby during a photo shoot break. The way he cradled the child, gently smiled, and rocked the infant with an instinctive calmness melted hearts everywhere. It wasn't part of the shoot. There were no cameras rolling. It was a private moment, accidentally caught on a staff member's phone and later shared online. The video garnered millions of views within hours and sparked endless speculation. Was Lee Min-ho already a father? Was he adopting? Was someone close to him expecting? And then came the most telling clue: his choice of roles. Recently, Lee Min-ho signed onto a new drama project that focuses heavily on themes of fatherhood, family, and legacy. His character: a single father raising a child after the tragic death of his wife. When asked why he chose the role, he simply responded, "It's time I tell stories that reflect who I really am, and what I value most." That line, combined with the powerful quote from the interview, "My dream is to become a father," confirmed what fans had long felt. Lee Min-ho wasn't just hinting. He was preparing for a different life. A more grounded, meaningful chapter away from the relentless chase of fame. So naturally, the question everyone is now asking is, who is the lucky woman? There's been speculation about a rekindled romance between Lee Min-ho and former co-star Kim Go-eun. Their undeniable chemistry during The King, Eternal Monarch sparked dating rumors back in 2020, and though both denied being in a relationship at the time, their interactions behind the scenes told a different story. Recently, the two have been seen attending private events together, often leaving minutes apart, and insiders say they've maintained a close connection away from the public eye. While neither has confirmed anything officially, the timing is too perfect to ignore. If Lee Min-ho's dream of fatherhood is becoming a reality, it seems only natural that he would want to share that journey with someone who understands both his heart and his world. Interestingly, fans have also pointed out how his tone has shifted in recent interviews. Once guarded and polished, Lee Min-ho now seems more relaxed, more genuine, and far more open about his emotions. He's spoken about the importance of balance, the desire to disconnect from celebrity life, and the deep yearning to create something real and lasting outside of the entertainment bubble. This newfound vulnerability is resonating powerfully with fans. Many are praising him for showing that even someone as glamorous and admired as Lee Minute-ho still craves the simple, beautiful things in life: love, family, and fatherhood. One fan commented, "We've seen him as a prince, a king, and a chaebol, but now we'll get to see him as the man he truly wants to be, a dad. And that's more powerful than any drama he's done." Another wrote, "He's showing us the real Lee Minute-ho, and it's breathtaking." Yet, amid the celebration, there are still questions. Is he already expecting a child? Has he started the adoption process? Or is he simply opening the door to a future he deeply desires? Whatever the case, his statement has changed the narrative completely. For years, the media has tried to define him by his dating rumors, his dramas, or his international campaigns. But now, Lee Minute-ho has taken control of his story. By declaring his dreams so openly, he's reminded the world that beyond the fame and fortune, he's just a man who wants to build a family, to love deeply, and to leave a legacy that matters. There's also a subtle message here to the industry and to fans, one of growth. Lee Minute-ho is no longer the boyish heartthrob from his early roles. He's evolving, maturing, and shifting priorities. And that evolution is not just admirable, it's inspiring. This could also mark a turning point in the types of projects he chooses going forward. Will we see more heartfelt dramas? Stories about parenthood, life, and connection? One can only hope, because if his real-life transition is any indication, the stories he's about to tell, on screen and off, will be his most impactful yet. And let's not forget the fans. They've stuck by his side through every phase of his career, and this recent revelation has only deepened their loyalty. Fan clubs from all over the world have begun organizing virtual support campaigns, sending messages of congratulations, and sharing stories of how Lee Minute-ho has inspired them, not just as an actor, but now as a person. So what's next? Lee Minute-ho has promised more personal content in the months ahead. From behind-the-scenes glimpses into his home life to deeper interviews that explore his vision for the future, he's ready to open up in ways he never has before. And if the journey to fatherhood is truly underway, we may be witnessing the most beautiful chapter yet in his life. Whether you're a lifelong fan, or just now discovering the depth of this extraordinary actor,